The final type of subtraction problem is called a measurement model. In this type of problem, we are asked to find how much further or less one person has traveled than someone else. It can also be used to find out how much further we still have to go to reach a given destination. This is very similar to the comparison model we just looked at. And just like before, we're going to use subtraction to find our answer. Again, we will use our trays and balls to understand this type of problem. Be sure your tray is reset and you follow along with me on your trays as we solve a measurement problem using subtraction. Since we're going to measure distance, let's move our number line so that it is horizontal. Marty and Sarah entered a bicycle race. At the end of 1 hour, Sarah had traveled 7 miles and Marty had traveled 4 miles. How much further had Sarah traveled? First, I used 7 balls to represent the distance that Sarah had ridden. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, I'm going to use 4 balls to represent the distance that Marty had ridden. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's compare the distances they rode and see how much further Sarah rode. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at another way of solving this problem. If I took the distance Sarah rode and subtracted the distance Marty rode from it, the answer would tell me how much further Sarah rode. 7 minus 4 equals 3. At the end of 1 hour, Sarah had traveled 3 miles further than Marty. I'm going to start a problem and let you finish it. Juan and Maria walk to school every day. If Juan walks 7 blocks to school and Maria walks 5 blocks to school, how much less does Maria have to walk? I'm going to use 7 balls to represent the blocks that Juan walks to school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will use 5 balls to represent the blocks that Maria walks to school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your teacher will now pause the movie while you finish the problem. Remember that after you find the equation to solve the problem, you are to write what the equation tells you in a complete sentence. If you have any questions, raise your hand and your teacher will answer them. Let's compare the distances they walk and see how much less Maria walks. 1, 2. Let's look at another way of solving this problem. If I took the distance Juan walks and subtracted the distance Maria walks from it, the answer would tell me how much less Maria walks. 7 minus 5 equals 2. Maria has to walk 2 blocks less than Juan to get to school. Let's try one more problem. This time I'm going to let you work the problem by yourself and we will check the answer when everyone is finished. Remember that after you find the equation to solve the problem, you are to write what the equation tells you in a complete sentence. Kira and Melinda like to jog. Kira jogs 9 miles a week and Melinda jogs 3 miles a week. How much further does Kira jog than Melinda? Remember to raise your hand if you need help from your teacher. Here's how I work the problem. I'm going to use 9 balls to represent the miles that Kira jogs each week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will use 3 balls to represent the miles that Melinda jogs each week. 1, 2, 3. Let's compare the distances they jog and see how much further Kira jogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's look at another way of solving this problem. If I took the distance Kira jogs and subtracted the distance Melinda jogs from it, the answer would tell me how much further Kira jogs. 9 minus 3 equals 6. Kira jogs 6 miles further than Melinda each week. Your teacher will now review the concepts covered in this lesson. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them now.